Hello and welcome along to Adobe After Effects Basics with your host Robert Smith. In this part 2 of using presets, we're going to apply two presets to the same layer of type. In other words, we'll bring it on with one preset and get rid of it with another. So I'm going to first of all select my layer like that, make sure my playback head is back at the start. Go to my browse presets like this. In my text folder, I want to go to organic. That sounds very modern, doesn't it? And the one I want is drop bounce, so I'll just double click on that and that will apply it. Let's have a look at it. Fantastic, that was all a bit quick. Okay, we're loving that, so let's have a look at what's going on under the hood. Good, plenty of keyframes, and great. So I'm going to select all those like this. It's happening over 2.5 seconds. That's about right. I just might close it up just a fraction. Like that, so it happens about 2 seconds like this. Very nice indeed. And then I'm going to close it up and let's watch it in action. Okay, brought on very dramatically. That's what we want. Going to stay there for a while, and about at 6 seconds I want to get rid of it. So now again I've selected, make sure I've got my layer selected. The trick is to have your playback head where you want that to start, the second effect. So here I am at 6 seconds like that. I'm going to go to animation, browse presets. In text, I'm going to go to blurs. The one I want is evaporate. A great way of getting rid of things. So I just double click on that. And from that point on, it should evaporate nicely. So let's have a look at that. So it brings it on using one effect, like that. There's the come on effect, and at about 6 seconds, it likes to go away. So you can apply two effects to the same layer, or two presets, but make sure that you put your playback head where you want the second one to start. Okay, but there's more to presets than just text presets, and I would encourage you to really go through and check out all those presets and find ones you like. There are so many ones that shouldn't be there, and there's some excellent ones too, so you decide. It's a bit of a taste factor. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the other presets that ship with After Effects, and one of them is the background for creating or generating backgrounds. And to do that, we need to make a solid. So I'm going to do that Apple Y like this. I'll make sure my solid's 1280 by 720, and OK. Now let's remind ourselves what a solid is. It's just simply a blue vector graphic, if you like, the size of the stage. I'm going to grab it and drag it underneath the Enmore layer like this. Let's apply a preset to this blue solid. So I'm going to go to animation, browse presets, and under the background category here, if I double click on that, you'll see you get a lot of these background animations that ship with it, like this. We've got this, look at that, fantastic curtains. I've yet to find a use for that, but I'm sure I will one day. I'm going to start off with, actually, what I might go to is Cosmic Power. That sounds alright, doesn't it? Look at that. It sounds a bit dramatic, doesn't it? Looks a bit dramatic. Okay, so I just double click on that. Same way I do with text. And now you'll notice that it's applied that effect in the background like that. Let's have a look at it. Like this. On comes the text, the dramatic background. A few legibility problems there with the type, and then the type goes away. Fantastic. So let's have a look at that. What's involved? I select that layer and press letter U. You'll notice I've got some start and end keyframes and lots of things happening over here with something called fractal noise, which we'll look at soon, and levels. So what I really want to do, I'm going to grab my starting keyframes and drag them right back to the start, so it starts animating there. I'm going to select these keyframes and drag them right to the end so it animates for the whole 10 seconds. Let's have a look at that. So now, as you can see, it's a little bit slower. It's slowed right down, but it will stay on there for 10 seconds. And away goes our type at about 6. So as you can see, we can not only apply presets to type, we can also apply it to solids to have backgrounds like that. Okay, I might do that again for you. I'll get rid of that blue solid. I'll just make another one, Apple Y. Click OK. Just drag that underneath there, animation, browse preset. Let's have a look at another one. Let's have a look in the synthetics. Does much the same thing. I like this one here called ethereal. As you can see, it's a little bit bit more ethereal, whatever that means. I'm just going to double click on this and apply that. Let's have a look at it. Nice. I think it gives us more legibility with our type, except for that part there. Have to worry about that. Very nice. So be aware of that, as some of these backgrounds that are white will just create some legibility problems with your typography. Okay, and what I might do to fix that, I'm going to fix that. I quite like that look, but I just don't like the way it's going too white against the white background. So I'm going to make another solid, Apple Y, to make another solid like this, and put it on top of the other solid, just like that. And I'll just, with my letter, just press the letter T to get my opacity, and just drop my opacity back to about 50 or 40%, like that. So I'll never get true white. I'll always have a little bit of blue there, and then the typography will jump off the page a lot better. Okay, very nice indeed. So as you can see, there are a number of presets to do all sorts of things in After Effects, and while they're quite useful, I always look at them just a starting point, because we really want to manually adjust all of these things. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.